kind of a scary scenario around the world. I want to show you that in just a second. Now, overnight, there was a quake in Guatemala right along the coast, kind of close to Guatemala City, 5.6 in magnitude, which is significant. Fortunately, it was pretty deep down, the depth of this, about 58 kilometers down or 36 miles down. And a couple days ago, there was another quake just off the coast of El Salvador. So watching that, we've had a little earthquake swarm, which is typical near Puerto Rico, near the Dominican Republic, British and U.S. Virgin Islands. The last several days, nothing too big, nothing too significant as far as that is concerned. Know that I'm watching all of the earthquake activity around, but a new one last night just off the coast of Guatemala. Now I want to here we are in the Caribbean right here. Let's go way out here as we swing back toward Europe. Over 300 earthquakes just over the last couple of days. An incredibly scary scenario out here, an earthquake swarm. So there's been a lot of them out in this region here. We swing over to Greece as we swing back to some of the islands and some of the very popular islands of Greece. One in particular, Santorini, which actually consists of a few islands in that area, which is a volcano. It's a shield volcano. Well, there's been quake after quake in these. I mentioned Puerto Rico, how we've had a little earthquake swarm. Most of those have been 3.0 or less in magnitude. These over here, here's Santorini. These have been very significant. We're talking over 5, almost 6 in magnitude, upwards of 300 just over the last couple days. Look at the recording. So here's kind of the major island, which about 15,000 people do live on, and they are self-evacuating at this point because this is a volcanic island, which we could relate to, and this just shows the readings over the last couple of days of the earthquake activity. The reds on the map would be some more of those significant earthquakes. So the fear is not only a bigger earthquake or a continuation of earthquakes, well, the possibility of volcanic activity. These are active volcanoes over here, so that's why folks are leaving. Is this a sign of a bigger eruption? Well, it's really hard to tell. The science behind that is very difficult, but back in 1950, there was an eruption, and you see it right here. This is one of the slightly smaller islands just to the west of Santorini, and you can see the eruption there of this shield volcano. So that is the fear that this is going to happen. This is that same spot that I just showed you. And here's Santorini as we look over here, just kind of looking across, and you can see the crater here. And these are folks that come out, tourists that take little boats across. This part of this island is not inhabited, but again, the folks on the other neighboring areas are self-evacuating because of this. Now, this is a shield volcano. With that, very significant lava flows would be a potential. And no doubt, then you get the whole lift of the smoke and all of that, the ash that lifts up, and then you have to watch out for the winds. There's no sign of an eruption right at this point, but because of the volcanic activity, they are highly concerned